Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we will be looking into a use case where I'll be discussing about one open source project on which I was working on that is called Boica framework. In that project, test workflow was taking more than 1 hour to execute. So I'll be discussing about how I optimize that workflow and reduce the test execution from 1 hour to just 30 minutes. So this is how it looked earlier, where it took like 51 minutes, and after optimization, and now it is around 30 minutes. So if you are new to my channel, my name is Vasik Bamla. I create uh, videos related to testing, test automation, and tips and tricks related to test automation on this channel. So let's first understand the problem statement here. So earlier we were executing around 250 test cases in the single workflow. So this workflow earlier used to take around 50 minutes of time to get executed. And whenever the test failed, we were not clear exactly where the test failed. So there are two problem statements here. So first is this workflow is taking quite a lot of time and we are not getting faster feedback. Second, we are not getting clear feedback exactly which group of tests were failing. So there are like four groups of test cases are here. One is the API test, second is the web application test, third is the Android application test, and fourth is the iOS application test. So in the UI related test cases, there are also subgroups like one group is running on local browser and devices. Then another group is running on browser stack platform. Then another group is executing on Lambda test platform. And for web, there it is also getting executed on Selenium Grid. So there were different groups and combinations which were getting executed. And whenever a test failed, we were not clear exactly which group was failing. So to simplify this, we approached two solutions. The first solution was we created a reusable workflow where we reused that single workflow to create 9 different jobs. So here each job is using that same reusable workflow inside, and it is executing those test groups separately. So all these test groups are now running in parallel. So this way we have reduced the execution to nearly half. Now, whenever any group of tests will fail, we will be clear exactly which group is failing, and we can work on that particular group to fix that test cases. So that's the two problem statements which we saw, and these are the two solutions which we came up with. So that's how it reduced to 30 minutes. So earlier, this same workflow was taking around 51 minutes. Now it got reduced to just 30 minutes. So let's take a look at what exactly we changed in the workflow. So here we created a reusable workflow. So the reusable workflow is declared by giving a trigger called workflow call. So this workflow call trigger means whenever a different workflow calls this particular workflow, then this workflow will get triggered. So this workflow call has two things. One is the inputs block, which will provide simple inputs to the workflow from outside. And another is a secrets block, which is nothing but we are just passing our environment variables and secret keys to this workflow. Since reusable workflows does not are not able to get the environment variables or secret keys on its own, we have to pass our secret keys and environment variables using this secret keywords. If the environment variables are not secret, you can pass it as an input. But if some are like credentials or some uh, environment variables are pretty sensitive, then you should pass it via secrets. So if we take a close look at the inputs, so inputs have we can define the type of the input. You can also check the type. There are like three types available: Boolean, number, and string. An input can be a number, a Boolean, or a string. So we can define a default value for this for each input, and we can also give a description of that input. So exactly this input is about, and what is its default value. If we want any input to be mandatory, then we can provide a required keyword. We can give required as true. So this is not mandatory to give, but if you want any input to be mandatory, then in that case you can provide required as true. This is how we declare a workflow called reusable workflow. And inside the jobs, it is pretty straightforward. It is similar to the existing workflows which you have created, where you can define the different jobs, and you can reuse the inputs you declared earlier by calling it inside this template string. Here you can use inputs, then the input name. Similarly, you can access the secret keys by calling secrets, the secrets and the secret name, which we declared above. So that's how we normally create a reusable workflow. Now let's quickly look into how we are calling this workflow from other workflow. So in order to call this workflow, you can directly declare a job. For example, these are the other job which basically just builds the and compiles the project. Then these are other 9 jobs which I have created. It all depends on this build job. So this build job should be successful in order for the rest of the 9 jobs to get triggered. So all these 9 jobs uses a particular keyword called uses. So here we are not defining runs on and all these normal keywords which are there for any job. We are using a uses keyword which takes in the path of the reusable workflow. So this is the exact path of the reusable workflow, which is inside the same project, and it is under GitHub workflows, and the file name is underscore test core java.yml. So this is the file name which we need to pass to this uses keyword, and we can provide the input parameters using the with block. If you are providing the secret keys, then we need to use the secrets block, like it is shown here. So here you can provide the secret keys which are declared in that workflow, and you can pass the secret keys which you have defined at the repository level or organization level. And whenever the workflow gets triggered, you will see those workflows running here. So you can see this is the job name given in the main workflow, and this is the job name given in the reusable workflow. So all these workflows are using that same reusable workflow everywhere. Here also you can see the same. And if you go inside any of this workflow, you will see all the steps getting executed accordingly. So that's pretty much it for this short video. So I hope you like this video. If you like the video, don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video. Also share your thoughts in the comments below. Like what are the contents you want to see on this channel, and if there is any feedback for me, do let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. So you can check out other videos which I've created on this channel over here. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.